There's the shot! Yes, he's done it! And that has raised the roof! Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Well, the weather here today is not playing ball. We have heavy rain. The pitch underfoot may very quickly become soggy and difficult to play upon, and the players will soon be soggy themselves. It is more than damp, and this will examine the fibre of both sides. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. It's great to be here.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. The strains of the national anthem of Brazil. It does seem to be a 4-3-3, Jim.
Yeah, Peter, you can look at this formation 1 minute and think that it is 4-3-3, and the next time you check it'll be 4-5-1, and it's all to do with whether you've got the ball or not, and the wider attacking players being asked to apply defensive discipline too. When it does turn to a 5 across midfield, then the shape of this team takes on a much tidier, compact defensive look.
So we're up and running. Gabriel. Marquinhos. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Martinelli was only too happy to help out in defence.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Linton played down the flank. That has ended up in no man's land. Mariah. Oh, that's delightful. And the pass is intercepted. Now it's Savinho. Savinho stood his ground strongly. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Danilo. Bruno Guimaraes. For Linton. And it's Guimaraes. That's good running with the ball. And that should get the job done. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Brazil are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Hannibal. And he welcomes it in, fires it in low. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Chance here to counter. Hannibal. Can he get it through? I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And the shot! Brazil with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Luis plays it short. And it's Joe Linton. Carlos Augusto. Savinho receives it in a good position here. Goal, Brazil!
The goal scorer for Brazil after 31 minutes is number 5, Bruno Guimaraes.
Brazil have fired themselves in front.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Msakni.
Oh, great feat, that.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. And that pass just didn't quite work. Danilo. Marquinhos. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing for Joe Linton. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Tries to play it through.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And want to be quick to recover this. Now, what about this cross? Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. And it's been taken short. It's a good foot in there. Tunisia have a free kick. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Tries to get it clear. Now it's Martinelli. He is through here. He shifted it to the flank. Msakni. He's got away. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And here's Savinho. Joelinton. Leraya. And there's the end of the first half. It's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Just a quick announcement.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Brazil go in at half-time with a slender one-goal lead. And we're underway again. Brazil carrying a one-goal lead. Shapes to shoot! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Carlos Augusto. Gabriel. He's found a way through. And it's Douglas Luiz. Hannibal. Gabriel was in no mood for any of that. Looking for a runner. Martinelli providing an outlet on that flank. Sakiri. Whistle's gone, that's a foul.
That pressing is so good, it's nice and early.
Tunisia looking to pass their way through. Hannibal. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Pass somewhat off target. Brazil are ahead here by what is still the only goal. Joelinton looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Well, he needed subduing, and it was never going to be soft and gentle, so this could get ugly against him here.
Pressing high and with purpose.
For this match was
Savinho.
52.
Your impression so far, Jim?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
It's their second corner of the game. They've played it short. Savinho. Savinho! He's got a goal! 2 up now, and they are cruising.
The goal scorer for Brazil after 64 minutes is number 20, Savinho.
Brazil are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
It's run loose, who's going to get there? Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent, it's almost personal, and it had to be. That's a good ball out wide. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And they're on him in a flash. Tries a shot! Good try, very good try in fact.
I think it was one of those, Peter, where he's caught it too well. He's not even looking at the keeper, so he knew where everything was.
Substitutions taking place.
Tunisia making another change here.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
Douglas Luiz and Gabriel. Douglas Luiz for Joelinton. Martinelli gets into a good position. Nice control. And he's managed to get free. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Hannibal. And here's the chance to counter. And he welcomes it in. And he's in on goal. And a chance! Goal! And they are dragging it back. Game on again. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Substitution for Brazil. Number 18, Gabriel Martinelli. Coming on to replace him is number 11, Rafinha. Substitution in progress.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
And he's being shifted off it. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And he has taken a dim view of this, a second yellow, and that means red. Well, the protest continues, but in the end they are defending the indefensible. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
Look, Peter, what they need now are cool heads and discipline, and instead it looks like they've got a liability.
Hannibal!
Lucas
Decent hit from there. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Tunisia have it back and can go again. Brazil are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. Played into the middle.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Brazil making consecutive changes here.
Substitution
Eva
for
Nielsen
Brazil.
coming on here,
Number
a
9.
change that was broadly anticipated.
Yeah, I think the manager might have feared his team could become a little tentative, conservative even, Peter, but this will make a nice change.
Carlos Augusto. Just 5 minutes left.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Can he latch on to this? Could try cutting inside here. Turns and goes back. Now the delivery. Oh, smashing header! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And the finish! No mistake! We thought it was over. It's all square once more.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
All square again into the dying minutes.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. OK, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find a winner now, there's no question.
And he shoots! And it's come back out to him. Hannibal! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Tunisia really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
There's the shot! Yes, he's done it! And that has raised the roof! Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Having turned the game on its head, now can they hold out?
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet.
Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. Sakiri proves too strong. And that will be it. Brazil can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made to pay for their inability to kill it off. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, overconfidence and/or cockiness should never be allowed to filter into a dressing room, but they failed to heed the warning.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.
Parking in the area around the stadium is strictly forbidden. Please use parking provided by the club or any other paid parking facilities in the area.